Wow, it is bright. The sun is like beating in through my window. Makes me look super, super red. Maybe I am a little red. I was out in the sun today. Maybe I got some sun. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. How is everybody today? Who's here? Say hello. I see there's 8 people. 8 people here. Please say hello. Let me know if you can hear me okay. The audio's doing good. John C in the house. Arvine with G in the house. Hello, hello. Hello, Super Dave. Hello, Arvine with G. Happy to see you here. Happy to have you guys in the chat. So, I'm out here at Fiesta Island today. I guess that's where I was last week also. Let me flip around. Give you guys a little live shot of the beach. That's the view out my window. Sun's getting ready to go down. It's a wonderful day. Hello, Diana Saylor. Happy to see you here. Looks like we got the regular crew, the usual suspects. Polymath channel, hello. Happy to see you. Drawn to Drift, hi. Welcome to the live stream on this beautiful Wednesday. I'm in Southern California enjoying the weather. It is, what temperature is it? It's a comfortable 76 degrees right now and pretty stinking nice. No more USMC, hello, happy to have you here. John C says, looks like a submarine out there in the water. Yeah, it sure does. It's there's like a little island right across from me. And then on the island, there's a building that has a little, like some kind of a smokestack or something on it. But yeah, John C is right. You know, it looks like a submarine parked out in the out in the bay, but it's actually an island. So, but hey, you know, from a distance, I might kind of wonder if maybe Russia was attacking. Maybe maybe that's a Russian sub out there. Who knows? Oh man, beautiful day. So what's going on? I'm kind of winding down my time here in San Diego. I'm going to be taking off Friday. Tomorrow's my last day here. Going to say goodbye to the Nomad friends. All the friends I've been hanging out with, we've been hanging out with over the last few months. Going to be leaving them behind as I travel north. And Mark from Wanderbox is also traveling up to go to Burning Man, and then he's coming back in, back down after Burning Man to continue the build on Zach's box truck. But I won't be coming back right away. I got to go over to Tiny Fest, San Francisco. So after Burning Man, I'll go over to San Francisco and then do a little bit of work over there. Arvine with G says, did you see my early comments? I did not, G. I did not see your comments. Let me go back and look at the chat here. Well, I think I can only see, let's see. Oh, look at that. I can go back early. Hot and humid, looking forward to 3 weeks of cool air. Can't wait to roam. Charlie Pep and I hear you. I bet Florida is hot and humid right now. I did get your email. Oh, we lost sound. Let's see. Why did we lose sound? Done in San Diego. Check, check, check. It's cutting in and out. Can you hear me now? It's back? I didn't even do anything. That's very strange. I'm using my DJI wireless microphone. Not sure what happened, but I'm back. I'm back. You're back. We're all back. Gee, I did get your email about meeting up before Burning Man. I'm curious. I think you said you're a nomad, so I'm wondering, where are you staying? Are you on BLM land, or are you renting some kind of a space out there? Like, where are you actually parked at? I did kind of talk to Mark from Wanderbox about a path to get to Burning Man. It looks like I'll be going up to Reno. Reno is kind of the first destination. And then, is there a mic mute button where you're scrolling? Is it working? Is it cutting out still? What's happening? Let me know if you can hear that. If it's the audio's good or is it cutting out? Let me know. As far as I can tell, it looks like the mic is connected. Um, it's good. Okay, when I was touching the phone. Yeah, I don't know what happened. So I'll be going to Reno, and then from Reno, I guess you go through Fernley, which is where G is at. And so that was my question for G, is where you're at in Fernley. Like, I don't need your exact location, but are you on BLM land, or are you at like a campground? Do you have a spot? I was just curious, curious about what you got going on. Audio is good. Thank you very much. So what did we do today? Today I went out and test rode my e-bike. For those of you guys, I don't think I really talked about it on the live, but they sent me this e-bike, and when I was installing the lock mount onto the e-bike, I actually punctured the lithium battery, which, I mean, it was kind of my fault. I mean, I did it, so it's technically my fault. But also, they gave me a bike lock with mounting screws that were way too long. And so I was just installing it like the way you would normally install it. Anyway, so it messed up the battery, but they sent me a new one. So we got it back. So this is the e-bike right here. It is the KBO K1. K1 is the model. And so it's pretty cool. It's a folding e-bike, and what's cool about it is it actually fits up on my passenger seat. And so I'm able to fold it in half and then tuck it up inside the cab onto the passenger seat, which was the perfect solution for me because I don't really have anywhere else to put an e-bike. I can't mount one on the rear bumper because my door is right there. So there's, you know, if I put an e-bike there, then I can't really get in and out of the vehicle. And I really didn't want to install a front mount bike carrier. Some people do, they put bike carriers on the front, but I really don't want to do that. So for me, the folding e-bike was a good choice, and folds up, fits on the passenger seat. And since I don't have passengers, it works out pretty nice. But it's a pretty cool unit. It's got the fat tires on it, so it does actually really well in the sand, and did all kinds of riding today. C&E Adventures. Oh, I'm not familiar with them, but yeah, it's a pretty cool bike. I'm sure this company is reaching out to a lot of YouTubers and offering them e-bikes to review. So it's pretty nice. It's easy to set up. You can just move this latch right here and it folds in half, and then you can drop the seat up and down, collapse the handlebars, and then it folds up, fits right on the passenger seat. It's super easy to ride, really user-friendly. It's got kind of a little basic controller on it. And here's the really cool thing about this is that the gear selector right here is independent from the electric motor. So you can still ride this bike even if the battery's dead or the electronics break. You can still ride the bike like a regular bicycle, and you can shift gears. So you still get access to all the gears that are back on the hub. And so it actually works really well as just a regular bicycle, which is kind of nice. Some of the other e-bikes can't do that, and some of them don't even have pedals. So this one's pretty nice in the fact that it, you know, if the batteries go out, you can still use it. Yeah, somebody commented on the van. It's very dirty. Look how dusty it is. Look at that. So this is all from just being out here at Fiesta Island, you get all the dust and sand that like blows up on the box truck, and then you get like ocean mist and stuff. So it's really hard to keep the van clean. I usually wash it about once a week, but this is about 2 weeks of dust, which is crazy to me. So yeah, I'm gonna wash the van before I hit the road. I know it looks pretty bad, but it sucks being here or washing it here on Fiesta, because you literally have to wash it like every week because it gets so dirty, and there's not a car wash really close that my truck can fit in, so I have to drive like downtown San Diego to wash it. So it's just not really user friendly for doing the car wash. John C asked about the seat. It's very comfortable. Actually, this is their upgraded memory foam seat. So this was an upgrade you can get from them, and I went ahead and added it onto the order. And so it's really, really comfortable. And so if you're an older person or a larger person, I think the bike would be pretty comfortable for you. And one thing to notice is it does have shocks in the front. So like the front shocks are act really well when you hit bumps and stuff, but there's no shocks in the back. So when I was riding around here, like on the big bumps and stuff, it is pretty bumpy on the back end. So having this cushioned seat really helps out, makes it pretty nice. So, but I was thinking about going for a little cruise and see if this thing will hold out. How much weight will it hold? Charlie Pepin, that's a good question. I'm not sure how much weight it will hold. I'll have to look at the instructions for it. I just did some filming today, some like beginning filming for the video. I'm gonna do a full review video of it that's gonna come out Sunday. So I'll let you guys know Sunday in the video, all the details, like how much weight it can hold, what the price is. Donald Frazier asked about the price. I'm pretty sure it's like I think it's under $1,000, which is pretty nice. A lot of the e-bikes are in the like $1,200 to $2,000 range, and so I think this one's a little bit cheaper. This company specifically advertises this as like a beginner e-bike. So it's like a pretty low entry price, but also pretty user friendly. Yeah, G, that's a good suggestion. Arvine with G says I should get a seat tube with a shock on it. That's a really good idea, because I know they do make those. And so that would be a good way to kind of cut down on the bumps. Okay, so we're gonna see, what about an e-scooter? Yeah, that might be a good idea. We're gonna see if I can do this while I'm holding the camera. Can I ride a bike and do all this at the same time? I'm not sure. Let's find out together. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. So there's this area over in the middle of Fiesta Island that has like jumps on it. And so I was out there earlier today kind of playing around. So I'm gonna see if I can get out there. Okay, here we go. So it's on. We'll go ahead and give it a try. Whoa. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so I rode this bike 7 miles today, and what's nice about it is it has this pedal assist feature. So you can basically pedal, like right now I'm pedaling, and then you can adjust the pedal assist. So basically you're always kind of pedaling at the same speed, but as you turn up the pedal assist, then it gives you more of a boost. So I was going, the max speed that I got up to earlier today was 23 miles per hour, which is pretty fast. You know, it's definitely not the fastest e-bike. Some of the race ones that they sell can go up to like 40 miles an hour. But those are, you know, those are like $4,000 e-bikes. So this thing for under $1,000, it works out pretty well. And then so I can just kick the up button on the controller and it'll give me a little more boost. So now I'm up to 12 and a half miles an hour, almost 13. Just cruising. And so the thing I really like about the e-bikes in general, in combination with a van life, is that the e-bikes let you kind of extend your adventures. So, you know, for the whole 6 years, I've always just been in my van without any alternative transportation. And so I have to drive everywhere. And then the only exploring options I have is to go on foot and walk places. But now with the e-bike, you can leave your van parked and you can go do some exploring. So you can cruise into town, hit some trails. And so I think it's kind of a nice complement that allows you to kind of explore the area without having to drive your van everywhere, and also get some exercise. So that's kind of the nice thing about the e-bike too, with the pedals on it, is you're still getting exercise, you're still pumping your legs, moving your blood, but at the same time, since it has the pedal assist, you're basically just multiplying, you know, your output. So it's a cool little mix, you know, getting some exercise, but you're able to travel a lot farther than you would if you didn't have that motor on it. So someone's asking about the range. I need to get all the specs for it to figure out for sure, but I'll tell you, I drove, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. I went for a 5-mile ride today. Oh, we got the professional bikers coming through. I went for a 5-mile ride today, and my battery meter has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My battery meter has 6 bars total, and after my 5-mile ride, it's down to 5 bars. So apparently, I still have quite a bit of battery left. It really didn't use that much, which is nice. I need to double check on the range, but I think it does. I think they might have advertised it like around 30 miles, maybe. Around 30-mile range. Okay, so here's where I'm gonna take you guys. In the center of the island, they have off-road ones like mountain bikes. Charlie, this is definitely an off-road mountain bike. I mean, it's not super aggressive looking, but I took it out in the sand today and I took it on some dirt trails. I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna go over into the center of this island, Fiesta Island, and this used to be an old dumping ground for the military. Like after one of the wars, maybe World War II, the military used to come dump a bunch of stuff in the center of this island. And so we're gonna go cut back in on this trail and kind of go check that out. And then there's a couple jumps in there and like kind of some other fun stuff we can explore. So that's the plan. That's where I'm going to take you guys. Hopefully the internet holds out and there's internet reception inside. Hopefully that's the plan. So over here across the way, that's SeaWorld. And the parking lot right next to SeaWorld is where me and the box truck gang have been staying quite a bit. If you watched, you know, a few videos ago, I posted about being in the parking lot. And so that's the parking lot we're at. Everything's very close here in San Diego. All right, cool. So coming up here on the left, there's going to be a little turnout and we will go deeper into the heart of Fiesta Island in San Diego, California. Look at all the people hanging out though on a Wednesday, just coming to the beach. The San Diego culture definitely is a little more laid back and relaxed than your traditional American work culture. And I like that, you know. Life moves quickly and it goes by fast. So I think it's nice to take time when you can and enjoy nature, spend time with friends and family. Okay, here we go. We're gonna cut in over here to the left. Yeah, lots of trash cans here, which is nice because there are, oops, let me turn down my pedal assist here. Oof. Okay, hold on guys. We're gonna get a little bumpy for a minute. Oh, okay, we made it. Yeah, so right now, look at the sand. I'm riding through pretty thick sand, and the e-bike handles it no problem. So now we're in the center of the island, and this is all not really visible from the outer, the outer road, because they have all the sand pushed up to kind of hide it. But basically, you come down in here, and there's just all kinds of dumpsters and weird trash things. Man, I'm peeling out here. The sand is pretty thick, but we're doing it. Yeah, look at this stuff. Set the kickstand. Man, it's stinky out here. Look at this big pile of trash. It smells so bad. And this area is locked off, so this isn't like, I don't know who puts this trash here. I assume it's the city. I wonder if this is where all the barrels go. Like, look at all the dog poop bags. All the little dog poop bags in there. That's crazy. Those are all dog poop bags. I wonder if that's what it is. I wonder if this is where the trash goes from all those barrels that are along the side of the road. Here's a seat out of a boat. Then over there they got a couple dumpsters. So yeah, it's literally a dump. It's a dump out here. Okay, we're gonna go a little further into the island and do a little more off-roading. So you can see though, this is pretty rough terrain. It's like sandy, pretty soft, but the bike handles it. The bike handles it. I just kicked it up into third gear on the pedal assist. We're going 12 and a half miles an hour. Whoa! See if I can get through this live stream without crashing. Fingers crossed. Oh man. Well, I don't know where I'm at now. I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. This is not where I was trying to go. You're gonna sleep good tonight. I know. I'm definitely getting my workout. And it's pretty hard to ride a bike in sand with only one hand on a handlebar. It's pretty challenging. Whoa. Huh. I'm wondering, go. I see where I'm at. Right here. This is where I was at earlier today. Hold on. This little hill right here. Go for it. Whew. There we go. See if you guys can see this. Let's see. Oh man. I realized you guys probably couldn't see anything. But just out here having fun. But you can see there's like a couple little jumps here. Whoop whoop. E-bike handles it, no problem. So I was pretty impressed, you know, considering that it's just, maybe we'll go this way. Considering that it's just kind of a basic, kind of just a basic e-bike. It's not designed to be any kind of extreme off-road bike, but it's still really capable. So the cool thing is, let me switch the view around. Yes, I did. I didn't catch full air, but I got my front wheel off the ground. Okay, here we go. Actually, I want to be like this. There we go. Yeah, John said he was reading about Fiesta Island. Yeah, it's pretty nasty, actually, the stuff they were dumping out here. So it's definitely, it's not good. Pretty toxic. You know, that's the government, though, and like the military, right? Like they want us to be green and save the environment, but then they get to pollute and shoot missiles and blow up bombs and fly airplanes that use a lot of gas. I mean, they get mad at humans for driving cars and say that we're adding to global warming, but I mean, how much exhaust does a jet engine put off? I feel like the military jets probably put off way more bad stuff than a regular car. Okay, I'm gonna turn around. That's too sandy to only have one. Keep in mind, a lot of the stuff I'm doing today would be a lot more possible if I had both my hands. But since one hand is literally holding my GoPro and my iPhone, it's super difficult to keep the e-bike on track. Frankie, what's up, bro? Happy to see you. Happy to hear, Frankie, that you fixed the propane in your new home. I'm glad that worked out. A couple of HVAC technicians put our heads together and discussed an issue Frankie was having on his new home, and he got it all under control. He had the right idea anyway. He just wanted to pick someone else's brain. Losing the signal. We're losing the signal. Nice, Frankie's got it on the video. I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for that one. Yeah, guys, so I do have a chest mount, but the problem is for live streams, I'm using my iPhone, and the iPhone's really bouncy. It doesn't have stabilization like a GoPro does. So if I had you guys on a chest mount right now while I was riding, it would be unwatchable content. So that's why I'm not doing a chest mount. But for the actual video review that I filmed today, I did use a chest because I was using my camera that doesn't do live streaming, and it got really good footage. So yes, I do like the chest mount. I do have one, but it's not gonna work for live streaming with an iPhone. We're gonna head back to the road. This is getting pretty crazy, but I'm doing it for you guys, bringing you to the great outdoors, to the inner circle of Fiesta Island, showing you the stuff they don't really want people to know about, all the crazy dumping, the trash pile in the middle of Fiesta Island, pretty crazy. And just like that, we're back. Back to the road. Now this is going to be a little tricky here. We got to get up through this gate. And we made it. Look at that. We did the whole thing without crashing. I gotta say, I think these fat tires really make all the difference. Being able to kind of just navigate through that sand without issue, no problems. So this is kind of the cool thing about an e-bike is you can get out for a little day adventure, poke around, get to see more of your local spot without having to do a ton of walking, without having to drive your vehicle. You kind of just get out and explore the place. So I'll definitely be using my e-bike a little bit more. When I go up to LA, I was thinking about cruising by, kind of cruising through LA, maybe cruising by those homeless camps and just seeing what's going on down there. No live stream, but take my my chest mount camera, kind of see how bad it really is, see what's going on. Woo, hello Dougie. Big T, hello. Big T's in Michigan. Sorry guys, it's really windy over here. That's just gonna be what it is. Lots of people out enjoying the bay. Just doing business. There's another island in the middle, another Russian submarine. Yes, Angie, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, having an e-bike lets you kind of explore a little bit more and visit places you otherwise wouldn't visit. It's fun. It's, you know, nomad life in general is a lot about exploration and travel. And so the e-bike is just kind of another variation of that. Frankie, I am riding the KBO K1. It's a folding e-bike, which is, I actually got the folding e-bike because it fits on my passenger seat. So I don't have to have any kind of external bike rack. I just fold the bike in half and then put it on the passenger seat and it buckles right in. And then I put a blanket over it so nobody can really tell what it is, so that hopefully nobody breaks in and steals it. We're going 14 miles an hour. We still have 5 of our 6 battery bars. We've done 12 miles today. I'm not sure what the mileage range is. I'd have to double check the documentation. I think it's like 30, what is it, like 35 miles or something. So the way these e-bikes work is once the battery gets down to like 20%, they really lose power. So you only can really ride them for like basically 80% of their full capacity. But I think they state 35 miles as the range. Yeah, so this one works both ways. Like I'm pedaling right now. I have it on pedal assist, So I'm pedaling, but then the motor is also providing power. So it basically just multiplies your output. So like I'm kind of barely pedaling, but I'm going 13 miles an hour. But you don't have to pedal at all. There is an actual throttle button on it. So like when I'm going over big bumps and stuff, I like to stand up. Like when you're on a dirt bike or something. And so when you're standing up, you can't really pedal. And so when I'm standing up, I just use the throttle, like on a motorcycle, and it works really well. So I like the fact that it has, you know, both options. And it can do whatever you want. And this one's pretty cheap, Frankie. I'm pretty sure it's like under $1,000. I think it's like, I want to say it's like 800 bucks or something. So it's pretty affordable, pretty comfortable. But it's crazy because like you don't realize how far 6 miles actually is. That was like how far I rode today. But 6 miles is actually a pretty good distance. Like I couldn't imagine really taking this thing on a 30-mile ride. Like that would be hours. Because of how fast this thing goes, that would be hours of riding. Yeah, Frankie's got 2 of them. Nice. Yeah, so this is it. KBO K1. It's like a pearl white paint. It's really pretty. It's got some green and some red, like flake in there. And then the handlebars drop down, the seat drops down, and then the handlebars actually fold, and then the bike folds in half, and then it gets down so small that I can actually just set it on my passenger seat and then buckle it in with the seat belt. So that way when I'm driving, it's like held in place, it doesn't shift around or anything. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's got the fat tires. So, I mean, as you can see from today, those do pretty good in the sand. I didn't dump this at all, which is pretty, says a lot considering that I was only using one hand to try to steer today through that sand. And it's also got a little luggage rack in the back, so you could like strap down a package or something, or they also make a basket for it, so you can put like groceries in it. So I can show you guys. I'm going to actually put it away for the evening, so I'll show you guys how that works. You can see how it packs down. It's pretty cool. I have to open my passenger door from the driver's side because some tweaker in Texas punched out my passenger side lock cylinder, so I can't open the door from the outside. A little helicopter action. You see that? That was from some tweaker in Texas trying to break into my van. So now my lock cylinder's all busted. Okay, so here we go. So I have this blanket. Oh dang, the e-bike's on sale for $6.99. That's super cheap. It's almost free. So this is my setup. I have this blanket down, and then I put my bike on top of it, and then I take the other end of the blanket and I wrap it over the bike. Okay, so I'll show you guys how this works. Let's find a good angle here. That looks okay. All right, so the first thing I do is fold the seat down, and that's just an easy lever release on the seat like this. And then on the handlebars, there's a little lever up here. Let's see, that you pull. There we go. And then let me turn it off first. That might be a good idea. Okay, there we go. So then the handlebars fold down like that. And then this thing opens up like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and fold the kickstand and then pull the bike in half like this. There we go. And it basically just folds in half like that. And then I do it with the tires facing up. So then we just get it like this and like this. And I just, oh, let me move the camera for you guys. Hold on. So you can see. So you can see the struggle of me loading this bike. Okay, here we go. Go like that. So you guys can see me doing a little demonstration here. Okay. So then we just grab this thing like this and just bring it up like that. Put it right inside. And then I put the blanket over it. So hopefully if people look inside, they just think it's a dead body and it scares them away instead of a $600 e-bike. So I just put the blanket over it like that. But you could see, like, this really isn't that much effort. I mean, honestly, I feel like this might even be less effort than if you were trying to load this into like a bike carrier on the back and then like strap it down. This is probably less work than that. And then I use the seat belt and I just come around and clip it in, and then that holds the bike in place. Oops. Hold on. It locked me out there. Hold on, here we go. Okay, I gotta pull it all the way out. There we go. Okay. Just had to get the buckle up here. There we go. And we clipped it in, and that's that. It's locked in place. And then I just give the seatbelt a tug, and that kind of like sucks it down like that. And there we go. That's it. Fully installed. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like from the inside. Oops. And then here's my view from inside. So you can see it doesn't really block too much view. I mean, like when I'm sitting in here, I can still see out the window really well. So if I have to look for like oncoming traffic or if I'm taking a turn, it really doesn't block that much of my view. So I think it's a pretty cool idea, really. Just get a folding e-bike, put it on your passenger seat. Man, this helicopter's been circling for a while. I wonder if there's somebody lost at sea. All right, we're gonna go back inside. I'll check the chat, see if I missed anything. See what's going on with the people. Okay. All right. So, what do you guys think about that? Would you consider getting a folding e-bike and putting it on the passenger seat? Take the seat out. Yeah, Super Dave, good idea. You could totally remove the seat if you wanted even more room. Let me check the chat here, see if I missed anything. John C says it would have been nice to have that delivering papers. I hear ya. That would have made things a lot easier. What mic are you using? Frankie wants to know. I'm using the DJI Mic 2 or DJI 2 mic. I'm not sure, but it's the second version of the DJI. It's really nice. It's Bluetooth, so it just easily connects to any iPhone or computer that has Bluetooth. And then additionally, it also connects to my DJI Pocket 3, which is my gimbal stabilized hand camera. Let's see. What else do we got? Charlie Pepin with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Um, Happy to see you guys are loving it and supporting. It helps me keep moving on, keep doing what I'm doing. Dre says the bike is heavy for normal people, but no sweat for Nomad Brad. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the bike weighs. It's probably like, I don't know, is it 80 pounds or something? It's not a lightweight bicycle. The battery is removable, somebody asked. So if you want to lose a little bit of weight, you could take the battery out um, before you load the bike up. Yeah, Dre knows me too well. That's going straight to grocery outlet steaks. Uh, Sugar Dough is asking if you can camp out here. You're not supposed to camp on the island. The cops come through every once in a while, and at night, the island technically closes at 10. And so sometimes the cops come through around 10 and they'll tell everybody you have to leave the island or you're going to get tickets. Oop, there's a hole in my lip. But then sometimes they don't. So, man, this sun is killing me. I gotta move. Oh, Webb says it's only 55 pounds. Yeah, that's not bad. That's actually that's pretty lightweight. For an e-bike, 55 pounds. I mean, considering that's the battery and, a pretty heavy duty aluminum frame, that's not a bad deal. My hand says I bought a Switek set for my mountain bike. It's not an e-bike, but pedal assist. The unit is still in the box. I'll take the e-bike. Yeah, I really like the e-bike. The cool thing too is, like I mentioned, if the electronics fail or the battery runs out, you can still just pedal it and shift gears like a regular mountain bike. So this one has 7 speeds on the normal pedal side. So you could still use it, up hills or whatever you need to do. Dre's asking about my diesel heater. I'm glad you're appreciating the tips. Yeah, in this vehicle, I do have the all-in-one heater. I did it just for simplicity. No other reason. I mean, the other style works great too, but it's nice to be able to just drill a hole for the intake and the exhaust, and then run a power line, and then you just set the heater down. Like, you don't have to mount the fuel pump and mount all the components separate. And so I think it's like a little bit smaller footprint, because for me, I just put it under my bed. And so in my mind, it made more sense to just have one little box that contains everything. So I'm not having to like install all the components separately. But I think it depends on your installation, because if you're in a situation where you were going to like install it under a seat and space was really limited, then the all-in-one units won't fit. So it's all about trade-offs and just figuring out, kind of which setup is right for your installation. Someone was asking about my toolbox. So I have these Flex stack packs. These are from Lowe's. I like them a lot. They're made of a really high density plastic, so they're very rugged. They have an aluminum frame, so they're very strong. And if you open the drawer, it has these dividers inside, so you can have your compartments divided. Like, I have my camera gear in here, and like down here I have some install tools, and so you can move around the dividers however you want. And the thing I really like about it is all the drawers latch, so they won't open. Like when you're driving around, they won't open unless you pull the handle up. So for me, that was pretty important to have stuff that latches. And yeah, so I think they're a really, really nice tool chest option. I think I paid about $200. I paid a little less than $300 for all 3 of these. And I don't know, it seemed like a pretty good deal. Definitely not cheap, but it's really high quality. It's really good rugged plastic, so I was okay paying what I paid for those. Worked out pretty good. Yeah, I looked at Home Depot too. I don't think Home Depot sells this brand. I think it's exclusive to Lowe's, and then you can order it online, of course. But because I looked at Home Depot too and I didn't see anything I liked. And so then I went to Lowe's and I saw they had that for sale, so I got it. And they have all different types. Like this is just um, the ones they had in stock at the time that I bought, but they have all different configurations. They have one version that's like really big, deep drawers. So instead of like mine has the 3 smaller drawers, they have one that's like 2 really a lot deeper drawers. And they have all different other kinds of options. They have some that have like barn doors where they open out like side by side they open up. So it's a pretty cool system. Oh man, that was a pretty good little bike ride. See, that's I got a little bit of exercise. And yeah, Ethan, the fact that they latch together too, which is nice. Um, and the bottom of each of the individual chests have like a no slip base on them. So for me, because I have like this tile floor, it stays really sturdy. Like it doesn't really move around a lot, and then all the units lock together. So if you look at the side, there's this little locking piece right here. It's on a hinge, and so you can lock and unlock each piece independently. So like if you wanted, you could pull one of these chests out. Like I could take it outside and work out of it outside, and then you can just lock it back into place. And then the one thing I added. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Frankie. I appreciate you. Yeah, go hit the bed, man. Look forward to seeing you guys down the road. That's Frankie from FNA Van Life. If you guys haven't checked them out, go hop over to their YouTube channel, FNA Van Life. Give them a follow. The one thing I did on my chest is I added these this little nylon rope, and so I have one up here and one down here. And then it connects to the wall with little carabiner clips. And so that basically just holds it against the wall and then prevents it from falling over while I'm driving. But it's also really easy if I need to remove it. It's got you just release it a little bit and then unclip it like that. And then you can take it off. And so you could pull one of those apart if you wanted to. Otherwise, you just put it back, and then you put the clip on it like that, and then you just pull it tight. And these are also from Home Depot. So they have those on the aisle with all their ropes and stuff. So pretty cool little system overall. My hand just got a box truck delivered. Very nice. Congratulations. Tell me about your box truck. What did you get? I'm curious. Curious to know what the people are buying. Dreadhead, what's up, my man? Happy to see you. How is the shuttle bus life? How you doing? How's that no build working out? Are you living in it yet? I'm curious. Dreadhead took the easy, fast approach, which I have no problem with. I think it's a great idea, but if you want to just start living and you want to do it easily and cheaply, you can just buy a shuttle bus. The doors are already installed, the windows are already installed, and you just throw in some furniture from the Restore or from Facebook Marketplace and hit the road. And so that's what Dreadhead did. And I think he's on the road now. Ethan, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, Ethan. Appreciate the support from the community, from the box truck community. Appreciate you guys watching, contributing, liking my stuff. Appreciate you guys. Just enjoying the breeze down here at the island. So I have a lot more content coming out for any of you guys that are doing box truck conversions. I'm going to be doing a lot more electrical how-tos and sharing some of my different tools and parts that I use. I'm planning on doing a whole bunch of that content um, this winter once I get back to my dad's in Yuma, maybe like November. And I'm also going to start um, selling some parts online. Build is going good. I've been living in it since the beginning of the build. Yeah, no build. Dreadhead's doing it. Dreadhead is doing it. Ethan just got the 17-foot, about to start building, so your vids have come in clutch. Awesome. Happy to hear it. I'd like to do a 17-foot for my next build. I think that's a good size. I'd definitely put in a shower and design it a little bit different. I'm always changing up my designs. I want to do the big swing out door on the back, like what Mark from Wanderbox does. Those are pretty nice. Dreadhead says, I used furniture I owned. Just had to buy a refrigerator and freezer. That was in hardware boat. Everything in working on water right now, and air conditioning unit install with a window unit. Okay, everything's in working order. He is installing a window unit air conditioner. Girlfriend said shower or no go. Ethan, I agree with you. I agree with you. Charlie Pepin is asking about the 17-foot. It's not going to fit in a single parking space. It's too big. It's too big. That's the compromise. You know, that's why I bought this truck, the 12-foot, or U-Haul calls it a 15-foot super mover, but the floor is 12 feet, the roof is 14 feet, so they're cheating when they call it a 15-foot super mover. But the 17 doesn't really fit in a parking space because, I mean, I guess if you could back over a curb and hang your back end over the curb, then you might fit in a single parking space. But that's the reason I got mine, is because it fits in a single spot pretty much anywhere without too much difficulty. Yeah, Zach says 26 foot. Dreadhead's working on the water. Very nice, man. Me too. I'm out here working right now on the water, loving it. Happy to have you join in the working on the water vibes, Dreadhead. Yeah, Zach's is a 26 foot. So the box is 26 feet. And then I think altogether it's like around 30 feet in length, which from everybody I've talked to, 30 feet is kind of ideal because 30 feet fits, I think, in 2 parking spaces. So if you can find 2 parking spaces front to back, like at a grocery store, if you can find 2 parking spaces front to back, then a vehicle 30 feet or less should be able to fit in that size opening. So that's why they say 30 foot is good. If you go bigger than that, then it's a lot more difficult to find parking. I think Zach's going to have a pretty big challenge to park that thing, but he really doesn't care. I mean, he's just got a can-do attitude, and he just makes it happen. Hey, Joanne, what's going on? Someone told me that I can buy small 600 watts solar panels to put on my rig. I don't know if I've seen small 600 watt panels. Like Joanne, on the roof of your box truck, we did 400 watts of solar, and you saw like how big those were. So panels are basically, the efficiency is at where it's at. So there's no secret trick to get like smaller panels. Like the panels are what they are. So You can get like portable 600-watt panels, but you know, they're like pretty big, and then I think you can fold them up maybe. So maybe you could fold them up and store them in the RV, but they're still going to be really, really long, and you know, that you have to set up. Um, so that's kind of what it is there. Yeah, I mean, your system could definitely use another panel maybe. What do you have? You have 400 watts. I think you can add another 200-watt panel on that same charge controller. Dave, okay, Super Dave says the 650-watt panels are the size of a sheet of plywood. So that's a pretty good analogy, Joanne. A sheet of plywood is about 4 feet long by 8 feet wide. And so that's about the size of the 650-watt panels. So anyway, yeah, you could get the folding style, I guess, that you just set out once in a while. The charge controller you have, I think it could accept one more solar panel. So you have 400 watts. I think you could add another one on the roof without difficulty, and it would give you even more charging power. The batteries that I gave you can handle a lot more solar than what you currently have. So that's something to think about. You might think about adding a third panel. I think there's probably room for it. Maybe add a third panel. And then from there, you could try to add maybe some portable outside panels. Oh, Dreadhead. He said he's working on his water system. He's not working by the water. Ha ha ha. That's funny. Ah, Charlie spilled his drink. No, you're right, dude. I was just thinking about it differently. All right, Diana's taking off. Thanks for coming around, Diana. Happy to see you here. Happy to have you in the live. Next Wednesday, I will be on the road. I don't know where I'll be. I'll be on my way to Burning Man, so I'll probably be uh, either in Eastern California. Probably Eastern California is where I'll be next Wednesday. Somewhere up north, northeast. Let's see. No more USMC. Do you have a preferred elastomeric roof coating? So it depends what kind of roof you have. If you're talking about a box truck, like a U-Haul that has the aluminum roof, like what I have, then you can use, like at Home Depot, you can buy the Henry's. Henry makes a aluminum roof, elastomeric roof sealant that is safe for aluminum. And so that's what you want to look at. It really depends. Oh, fiberglass. Yeah, see, it depends what kind of material you have. So I think you can use Tropicool on fiberglass. But basically, I would just look at most of the elastomerics are all pretty similar. So I would just look at the can and just see which one is safe for fiberglass, and I would use that one. But I definitely think, I think it's a good idea to help reflect the heat and also help seal if you have any leaks or anything. If you have a shuttle bus or something, you might have some leaks you want to seal up. And so, yeah, an elastomeric paint would be a good idea. Van Time Van Life. Hello. Welcome to the chat. We are out here at Fiesta Island, just hanging out. There's my current view. Watching the sun go down. Looking at a Russian submarine. Somebody mentioned Flex Seal. I don't know about Flex Seal. Honestly, I feel like Flex Seal is more of one of those like as seen on TV things that doesn't translate into real world applications as well as you would like it to. I feel like you would be better off buying like an actual roof sealant than buying Flex Seal. And also, too, Flex Seal is like a universal sealant. It's meant for all kinds of stuff. And so usually, yeah, Charlie, but you can take a screen door and turn it into a boat. So usually when you buy something that's universal, it's never going to be as good as buying something that is specific, right? Because when you have to make something that works for a lot of different things, it usually works not as well for a lot of different things, rather than working very good at one specific thing. So I would encourage you to look at a roof sealant that says it is designed for fiberglass roofs. But wait, there's more. Remember the flex tape ad when he has that flex tape and they have that big glass cylinder and it's like leaking out. It's like water shooting out the side and he has that flex seal tape and he just like slaps it right on the side of the container and it stops the leak. Absolutely classic. Billy Mays, RIP. Or wait, was that Billy Mays or was Flex Seal somebody different? It might have been somebody different. I know Billy Mays did OxyClean. I don't know if he did Flex Seal or not. It might have been someone different. But anyway, yeah, you can try Flex Seal, but I just, from the reports I've heard, I don't think it's as good as getting something application specific. So if you guys have any last minute questions, fire them off for me, and I'll try to help you guys out. It's been over an hour, so I'm going to wind down and make some food. Make a smoothie for dinner. I had steak and cheese and an avocado for breakfast. So I'm gonna have a smoothie for dinner instead. We're gonna switch it up. Do a little switcheroo. Yeah, Van Time Van Life said, I've tried Flex Seal on the roof of my van and it didn't work that well. Didn't work, the Henrys did. Yeah, see? I told you. I told you, get the Henrys, don't do the Flex Seal. Stay away from the as seen on TV stuff. Yeah, Henry's is good. I've always heard a good thing about Henry's. So that's what I would go with. Will Ty, what if any, would a solar generator have an electrical solar setup? What if any use would a solar generator have in an electrical solar setup? And how do you incorporate it? Yeah, so you could use a solar generator. I have one. I have an EcoFlow Delta. And what I like to use it for is when I'm working on a vehicle and I want to take power with me, then I just take my EcoFlow. Like, for example, I was working on Zach's box truck last week and I had to run some kind of, I ran my heat gun and then I had to run my saw max, which is a regular plug-in power tool. And so I just took my EcoFlow over to his box truck, which didn't have power at the time, and then plugged it right in. So I think that's a good reason to have a power station. Or even if like you want to just be able to charge your laptop while you're sitting out at the beach or sitting in your chair, it's nice to be able to take the power with you. So I think a power station still has a good use case. And then of course you just plug it in and it charges off your battery bank, which is powered from the sun. Sharon asked if I got a new haircut. Yes, I did, Sharon. I went to Mexico last Thursday, got a haircut. They treated me right, trimmed me up. Only 20 bucks. They gave me like a full face massage and like a little steam bath. It was an awesome experience. I love going to Mexico for that kind of stuff. Donald Frazier says the old dinner for breakfast. Absolutely. Absolutely. Charlie Pepin has his pocket fisherman. Ha ha! That's perfect, man. If you ever break down in your box truck on the side of the road by a river, you can catch dinner, do a little catch and cook with your pocket fisherman. A Philly cheesesteak smoothie? I've never heard of that. I have never heard. I mean, honestly, bro, it sounds terrible. If I'm just gonna be honest, a Philly cheesesteak smoothie sounds disgusting, but it might be. I don't know why. I mean, I love a Philly cheesesteak, but for some reason I feel like you really want the texture. You know what I mean? You want the texture of the thinly sliced beef and the gooey cheese and the bread. The texture really adds to the experience. I don't think I want to just blend it all up and drink it. That feels dirty. I don't like it. Arvine with G says, I have the EcoFlow, the Delta Pro, and the Delta 2 waiting to get my DC to DC charger. I love the EcoFlow DC to DC charger. It's a very good product. It charges up so fast. I definitely recommend it. Yes, Charlie Pepin reminding everybody hit the like button. It helps with the algorithm, helps bring in the people. I appreciate you, Charlie. Charlie Pepin, when I worked AC on Sanibel Island every day, that pocket fisherman came in handy. Happy to hear it, man. Happy to hear it. Yeah, Philly cheesesteak sounds delicious. I might need to drive and go find me some. It was, yeah. Van Time Van Life says it was like baby food. It was terrible. Yeah, I don't. That sounds like a terrible idea. I don't like it. Donald Frazier, I made my grandson an awesome breakfast for dinner: waffles, eggs, homemade hash browns, bacon, and sausage. Oh my goodness, that sounds so delicious. I love it. Man, all this talking's got me hungry. I think it's time to go eat. I think it's time for Nomad Brad to go eat dinner. I'm getting hungry. So that's going to be it for me, guys. We went over an hour today. We went on an e-bike ride. We toured the Fiesta Island dumping ground. Nomad Brad did not spill his e-bike. And then I showed you guys how I fold it up and store it in the passenger seat. I think it's a pretty cool e-bike. I'll be releasing a full video review this Sunday if you guys want to know all the details. And also, there's an additional promo code that all my viewers will get. So if you're considering getting an e-bike, it's already super cheap, like 600 bucks, and then you can use my promo code and save even more money. So that's it from me. I will see you next Wednesday. We will be on the move. We're heading north east to Burning Man. Join me next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific. That will be my last live before Burning Man. Come say hello. Come say goodbye in case I never appear again, in case I get lost into the play of dust. Come say hello next Wednesday. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next Wednesday. Nomad Brad signing out. Peace.